Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Dicey Dungeons. Oh my gosh, I was about to say Prismata. What a world that would be, huh? Okay, so here we are, Dicey Dungeons. We're going to play the third character, which is the robot. Beeping and booping our way through the dungeons. And we're still playing just episode 1 for everyone first. And, you know, we have blah blah blah, the intro, etc. So we'll hit this frog first to grab the equipment before we go to the robot, as always. And so the robot's deal is that he doesn't have a fixed number of dice. You can choose to roll dice as many times as you want, as long as their total does not exceed this number. And this number changes, like when another character would get dice, this guy just gets a larger target. So, like, I can say, oh, a 4. And that seems pretty good for... So, I could save this, right? And, like, hope to get a 5. Seems good. The problem is, if you roll over this target, this total, all your equipment disappears. So, it would be unable to even deal 4 damage. So, that'll only happen if I get a 6. Like, what are the odds? 1 in 6, right? You know, probably, like, this isn't necessary. But also, it probably doesn't hurt, right? The only downside is if I get a 5. And if I do this and then get a 5, I'm pretty happy because I've won anyway, right? So let's just play it safe, spend the die. Oh, we got a 5, so I get to show you what happens when you hit a jackpot. When you roll exactly the total, you get offered to choose any one of these 3 things. And we'll just take the 5 damage to kill him. So it was kind of like, that was free insurance, right? There was no downside to playing the 4 because only a 5 would be better, and if we get a 5, we win anyway. Most of the time, we would roll a number like 1, 2, 3, or 4 where the decision wouldn't matter. On a 5, a little bit of thinking shows that it doesn't actually matter, even though it seems like it might. And we avoid risking a 6 that way. Alright, recover some health. Sure, whatever. Yep, let's just calc some things. And so as long as you have at most n-6, it's always safe to roll again. Now we risk rolling over, so we should think about doing something else. I'm willing to chance a 6 here. Okay, that's fine. So now I think I don't want to chance a 5 or a 6. Since, yeah, like this would be aiming for exactly a 4, which is not, it would only save us 1 damage if we do that. So this is the safer approach, and then just anything extra we get, we can throw in there. We didn't get anything extra. Whew. Big ol' 6, huh? That's not great. Well, let's do this and hope to roll a 1, 2, or 3. Ouch. Pretty gross turn, huh? Good thing the first fight went so well and we don't really have anything to worry about in this fight. Wow, that was so dumb. I thought that I was 6 away, but I was 5 away. I should at least, like, look, right? We'll choose... I was gonna say we'll choose heal, because it doesn't matter. It's true that it doesn't matter, but we don't actually have lethal without taking a lucky shot, so... We should do that, and of course we just heal up to full at the end of the combat because we leveled up. This is like the exact same layout we've had a million times. I'm pretty sure it's not always the same layout. Maybe episode 1 is always the same layout for all characters and I just never noticed? Okay, here a 6 would be a pretty bad outcome. The good news is, I know the only thing I can ever do with this 6 is put it here, so... I don't know. I could auto-roll, which, like, basically rolls dice until you get a jackpot, and if you would go over, it stops you and you get the jackpot. Yeah, let's take it. You could also, like, calculate and just, like, hey, maybe we'll, like, hit a 5. That would be nice. But we might, like, hit a 6, in which case, like, yeah, you can hit auto-roll to get a jackpot anyway, but your equipment's all gone. So we got a 4 and then a 1. That's fine. Pretty good, in fact. Like, a 5 would have been slightly better, but this was our second best roll, I think. Dodge next attack. Okay. What is with all these 6s here? Dodge this too, will ya? Ugh! So many 6s. Okay, and like we kind of like being given 1s because they're sort of reliable, right? So frozen dice are kind of nice in a way. Oh, actually, maybe I should be putting it here, right? Yeah. I'd rather heal than like power up a garbage pea shooter. Yeah, I mean, throwing this 3 into the heal is like better than not doing that. How are we in terms of killing him? A jackpot gets us a 5. And then we have 2 damage here is 7. So we would need another 5 here to kill, which is impossible, right? So we're not killing him even with the auto roll, which is kind of a bummer. But I think we take it anyway. Yeah. So let's put like a 3 in here. And then... Oh my gosh, it's not even reusable. What a terrible item. I don't know, it's fine. It's like... It's not as good for the thief, where you could just roll a million 1s. But being able to spend a single die on healing 3 is not that bad. Heal 1. Kill him. The shop. Ah, yes. So, I mean, Force Field's pretty cool, I think. It encourages you to try to roll many times. It's a kind of like a reason to delay spending your dice as well, taking a bit of a risk that you'll get a better force field. Sure, whatever. I should have fought the squid first to get the equipment. Putting a 5 here is pretty okay. That is so dumb. I'm like asleep. I meant to put the 5 here, obviously, where it would be way better. And we'll just heal. All right, missed 3 damage there. Kind of a bummer. All these burning dice, huh? Well, I'll put the 5 here. And I'll take a chance. I'm not that thrilled about putting this into the force field anyway. If I like happen to roll a 6 and can't do it, it's not that big a deal. Okay, this one I'll take. And heal? Okay. Again, this is the only thing we can do with a 6. I'll take the auto roll. Lucky shot seems good. And I think I want the 4 shield. Yeah. Even though it costs us 2 damage, right? Gaining 4 shield. Clearly worthwhile. I mean, am I really gonna get up to 10 damage this turn? Doesn't look that way. This run is not going so hot. I've made some misplays for sure. Let's take the damage. Recover 3 health and then see if we can get a force field or something as well. Nope. Okay, so we could die this turn. If he rolled like 2 5s, for example. Oh, or just like if my... Oh, okay, but we're leveling at the end of this fight, and we have lethal, so let's take it. So Buster Sword is a bit of equipment that persists even if you bust. Buster Sword, get it? Plus, it's kind of nice to have the themed references to Final Fantasy VII as your 2 options here. Ultimate Weapon, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get enough jackpots that I'm really excited about this, you know? Whereas I bust all the time, and I'm really excited to have something to do with my dice when that happens. So it seems like a gimme. I've never tried Ultimate Sword, but it's hard to imagine I would want it. Like I said, I have finished episode 1 with this guy before. Yeah, I'll just take the auto roll, why not? What am I doing with my turn? I guess I put the 5 here. Let's do that. You could imagine wanting one more roll to trigger an odd number. But I'd rather just have some more damage. Right, like betting on exactly a 5, or no, I guess it's an odd number. It would have been okay. I think it would have been an okay play to take one more roll there. I don't know if it would have been a good play or bad play, but I wouldn't make fun of someone for doing it. Blind is pretty tricky as the robot because you don't know like what your dice are or what when you're risking a bust. It's nice to like have, say, Plasma Blaster where you can determine how much damage you have by dumping this in. So that was a 6, right? He was at 12, so that was a 5. Can't have been a 6 because those don't work. So that was a 5. Okay, so we're at 5, and look at that, a jackpot. I knew it. I'm at full health, so we should just kill him. And mechanical arm, yeah, this is the other robot thing that is kind of themed towards getting you to roll a lot of dice. I don't know. I think it's better than... I mean, these two are kind of my worst two, and mechanical arm is better than either of them, but I don't really know whether healing crystal or pea shooter is better exactly. I'll take the pea shooter, just like something to dump a little damage into, I guess, or dice when you like aren't sure what to put it into otherwise, maybe, question mark. It's all very fuzzy. Okay, at least this layout doesn't look familiar, so here we go. We'll check out Stereohead. Oh, he's like Radiohead. I get it. Alright, well the 5 into Plasma Blaster seems good. And this 4 going into Mechanical Arm is probably the best we're gonna do. Probably bust and then spend it. Yep. We got our 6, so we could Mechanical Arm here if we want. We could put the 6 in Buster Sword, but I'd rather just get like some damage with it and then put something else in Buster Sword. I'd like to say another 6. I don't have any healing anymore. But on the other hand, I also don't have lethal. There's a line to guarantee lethal, right? If I just roll and I get a 6, I'm kind of doomed, right? But I could put it into either Mechanical Arm or pea shooter, and then he'd be at 1, and whatever I roll. Unless it's... yeah, I can put into Plasma Blaster for the kill. Great. Or Buster. Oh, it's a 6! Oh, I didn't think of that. I forgot the max. Okay. With the weak Buster Sword, that line doesn't work. I don't think there was a line, right? That works with just 2 6s? Because I could only spend one of them, and I got as much damage out of it as I could. Alright. Down you go, buddy. Oh, no! I should have rolled to see if I got a jackpot for a heal. Yeah. There's a free shot at 3 health. It's probably not going to matter, of course. We should be just fine finishing this floor alive. Spatula, not really my thing. This guy does a lot of poison. I could take the health. I should probably, right? Because I don't need 2 apples after fighting this one vacuum. Probably. Whereas there's like some chance that I get bad rolls and this guy kills me. Big numbers, huh? I guess we put the 2 over here. No. 6 here, 2 here? If I roll a 1 or a 2, or a 1 or a 3, I want to put it in force field. If I roll a 2, I feel kind of bad about having spent my mechanical arm. I don't know. Like, obviously I can just put the 6 in Buster Sword, or rather roll again and planning to put it in Buster Sword. But it feels wrong to do that when I'm quite, like, 50% of the time I'm busting, right? I should actually cash in as much damage as I can, which is 5. 5 plus my next roll, which will go into Buster Sword, right? Versus just taking 9 damage. Actually, I guess 9 damage is pretty good. Yeah. Now, a small number I can put in Plasma Blaster. A large number I can put in Buster Sword, I was about to say, but of course that's gone. I don't know, whatever. Just get good, lol. I'll take the 5 damage and 3 more. There's some uncomfortable looking rolls. Hey, we got the auto roll from poison damage. I believe I will take the auto roll. Do we have the kill? 4 here, 6 here, is 10, 15, not convincing, huh? What else could I do? What if I said one more roll and I got like a 5? Would that be enough? I'd be putting a 5 here is 5. A 4 here is 5 more for 10. 6 here is 16, so even that doesn't kill him. I think I'll just take... How much damage do I have if I regen? 4, 10. I should be able to do 7 next turn, right? So let's regen. I guess it doesn't matter where I put this 4. Yeah, it does, because I want to put the 1 in Plasma Blaster. Shield doesn't help against someone who's just, oof! Who's just poisoning the heck out of you. That's not so bad. We just have to kill him this turn, right? Just guaranteed. Let's see. I should do a little damage now. and retain the 5 for Buster Sword. So I have guaranteed lethal, and I can afford to free roll on a jackpot. Missed. Oh, we're healing here? I forgot. Maybe I didn't need to be so careful. Yeah, I'll just auto roll then. Right, he drains health, also does damage. So shield could be useful, but it might not. Probably will, right? I mean, he's gonna roll something. And he'll put his biggest die into Dust Cloud. So it's looking like a 4 here, 3 here, 6 here. Spending the 3 for 4 shield instead of 3 damage is probably better. At any rate, I want a lucky shot. One more roll gives me 1 more shield and 1 more damage, and I can put something in here. So actually 1 more roll is at least 2 value plus a die, which is on average 3.5, right? Yeah. So 5.5 average value compared to Lucky Shot being 5. I'll take the roll. Alright. I think we broke even there. And since shield is a little bit better than damage, I think it was even better than that. Anyway, 4 goes here. 3, 3, 6. We're blind. Okay, so probably want to just dump something into Plasma Blaster immediately. Blind's 1 dice? 2. Yikes. Yeah, let's put it into Plasma Blaster just so I know what I'm dealing with. That was 2? I keep getting to look and see what their health is before I do this. And this is 4, so we've rolled 6 so far. We're 7 away. We're now 4 away. I'll take the shield. 1 away from the jackpot. I think we just take 2 damage and then plan to Buster Sword whatever's left. Okay, good. No 6s at least. Is there some way I can guarantee lethal while still having a shot? Actually, there's no way I can guarantee lethal at all right now. Let's put the 3 in here though, and then an even number is lethal. A 2 or a 4 is lethal. Okay. A 3. Very funny. This is 4 damage and this is 3, so that's gonna get him. Ah, once again, I should have held off playing the 3 and free rolled on a jackpot. Whoops. Definitely some areas to improve. Oh, let me go see what I can buy. Some areas to improve. Yeah. I'm generally a fan of Bump Blade because we have these things that want evens and odds, right? And this is a way to turn an even into an odd or vice versa. Spanner does not excite me. Ray Gun's okay. It's a dice sink. Maybe we should buy both of these. Even if we're not going to use Ray Gun right away, we might later want to. Yeah. Can throw out Pea Shooter. Yeah, that sounds good. and put in the bump blade. And see what we have to upgrade. So this doesn't require odd anymore. This works on 6s. You can use this twice, is pretty good. This doesn't require evens. Okay, and this is just like 2 more damage every turn. This is like an additional 1 damage every turn and also fixes the oddness or evenness of 1 more die, so that seems better to me than Buster Sword doing 1 more. 2 more, I mean. So I'll take the Bump Blade. Let's go over here first. It unlocks healing and items. And then through here. Plus this guy's the lowest level for what that's worth. I don't know. Okay, so bump the 4 into a 5, throw it at him as a plasma blaster. And then roll? I guess. Hope for something low, so that I can put it into mechanical arm. 3 is good. I like 3s. Yeah, 3. I mean, 3 is exactly as good as a 5 would have been, or 1, except that it's also a jackpot. So I think I would rather deal 5 damage than gain 4 shield. Now that I say it out loud, that's not very convincing. I'd rather have the 4 shield. Our health is sort of more precious than the enemy's health in general, right? We have the same amount, but ours has to... If it isn't the case that we're dealing a lot more damage than we're taking, we'll be dead for sure. So that's why I generally prefer shield if the numbers are close. 5 here. Bump the 2 twice into a 4. Put it here. 3 here. Seems good. Okay. Yep, and I think that just went through our shield, right? We took some damage from him last turn, but I don't think we took any this turn. I can afford to just free roll the jackpot here, since I can Buster Sword him to death if I miss. Alright. Doppel dice. Double dice value. Is that good? Not really. It gives me even numbers, you know, for what that's worth. But I already have a way to get those, and I can't turn like a 5 into an even number. And I can't turn an even number into an odd number with it, so get out of here. Alright, we're now in the danger zone in terms of jackpotting, or busting, I guess. 4 here. How did my bump blade and mechanical arm get switched around? Bump a 2 into a 3. Put the other 2 here. In which case, I guess we might as well bump this 4 into a 5 before dumping it. Yeah. Get dusted. Could have gotten a little more damage and a little more shield if we risked it, but you know what we got was fine. Roll a 1, please. 2's not bad. A 5 here, bump the 2 twice into a 4 seems good. I could just shield, but should I do that? Maybe. It's like 4 shield or 5 damage, and as I'm always saying, shield is better than damage, right? So, plus, we might get to do this anyway. Nope. Oh my gosh, my dice, please. Get jackpotted, I guess? It's not as great as it might otherwise be. I'm not sure, are you allowed to auto-roll again for another jackpot? I don't even know. Because that would be lethal, and that would be kind of nice. But I don't think I especially need to find out. Oh, I want to find out. Nope. Alright. Now I know. This was a relatively safe way in which to find out. Right? I just blew an auto-roll in a position where it didn't matter. Let's just free roll jackpot again. Nope. So you can't get 2 jackpots in one turn. Let's try to remember that. Trade my Buster Sword for a Juggling Ball. Juggling Ball is fine, but Buster Sword is nuts. Oh, I should have grabbed the apple. Alright, don't die here. It'd be very embarrassing to die when you gave up on 7 free health for no reason. I forgot to swap these, whatever, this is fine. Bump the 1 into a 2 and the 4 into a 5. Plan to 6 the Buster Sword and hope to roll a 1 for a force field. Seems fine. Here I want to prioritize damage since I'm getting full health at the end of the combat anyway. It's just that easy. So easy. You just ask for a 1 and they give you 2 of them for a jackpot. 1 curse? Yeah. Have you guys seen Curse? I think so. Yeah, you must have. Yes. I remember saying things out loud that included 50%. There's a lot of 6s, huh? Best I can do with that is a mechanical arm and then Buster Sword. Kinda gross. Oh yeah, sure, just throw away my dice, see if I care. But like, he's not doing anything, so it doesn't really matter. Let's toss the 5 in, and I don't know, guys, maybe I should think before I do things. Does that seem like a good plan to you? It's a little bit lame, honestly. At any rate, we have guaranteed lethal here, I'm sure. I can't imagine a roll bad enough. Oh, I don't know, maybe, maybe with the curse we could somehow not kill him, I don't know. These are some pretty low rolls. I'm in favor. Yeah, so now, like, anything kills him, right? What I'd like to do is try to run out my curse so that I have a Buster Sword as guaranteed lethal, and then I can try to get a jackpot. Although I'm leveling here. I don't know, just good practice, right? Okay, so we got that, right? Now I can just roll. Okay, no dice. Yeah, reducing CPU counter is pretty cool, I guess. Although, yeah, I mean, This feels like exactly the items I had when I played my first game with Robot, and I just like, they're good, so why would I switch to put a CPU counter in? Like, it is fine. Right? Like, it gives you one extra roll for things like Plasma Blaster and Mechanical Arm. But that's basically like, or not Plasma Blaster, Mechanical Arm and Force Field. But that's basically like just one shield and one damage per turn. And you need an even die to even get that, and like, I want my equipment to do better things than deal 1 damage per turn, right? So I'm not that excited about swapping that in, is my opinion. I want to trade Buster Sword for something bad, right? For Juggling Ball, right? Okay, let's go. Okay, I want to fight in a way that maximizes my availability of apples. So I'm going to fight over here first, and then these guys. Five here. Bump 3 twice for a force field. Maybe bump it once for a mechanical arm, and then plan to bump the next die for a force field, and the last one in Buster Sword. Okay. I guess we lucky shot bump this into a 6. These are not the worst rolls in the world for me. Oh, poorly planned, leaving yourself only odd dice when you know your equipment's going to say either even or odd. I think you could have arranged it better. 2 5s. I mean, I'm a fan of 5s. I mean, I'm gonna bust half the time. And if I do, like, usually I would rather, I don't know. Let's just cash this in for a mechanical arm and leave Buster Sword available for whatever we roll. If we bust, it'll be almost as high as the 5 was anyway, right? Plus, and if it doesn't, I don't know. There you go. Good. So spending the 5 on a mechanical arm instead of saving it for Buster Sword bought us 3 damage for free. Of course, that's results-oriented thinking, right? The outcome is not what tells you whether you made a good decision. It was like the weighted average of possible outcomes. I think we did have a good weighted average. But we also got a good outcome, which is always nice. Do I have some lethal here? It doesn't look like it. Bump the 2 twice into a 4. Put the 4 here. We've done 6 to him. Put the 6 here. We've done 9, and we need a 4 or higher for lethal with Buster Sword. Seems okay. Is there some better plan? Maybe just like put on a force field and... plan to put the 6 in Buster Sword? No, I think the earlier plan was better. I'm cursed! Well, so much for that. Still think it's right to put the 6 in here. Alright, well, we cost ourselves 3 damage compared to risking it, so maybe it wasn't that great a play after all, huh? Oh no, that's not true, because we still have the Buster Sword available. Worst roll possible. Ow. I cursed? Yes. I don't even have any even numbers? Okay, very funny, but now my 5 is lethal, right? It's guaranteed to hit. I can save it for Buster Sword. Try to get a jackpot there first, of course. Oh yeah, the Buster Sword, just doing 2 damage per turn for free is pretty cool. Which is basically what this amounts to. We always use the Buster Sword, more or less. 8 health? I mean, there's some possibility we overheal if we take this and then get a bunch of lucky jackpots against the skeleton. And I don't think... If the skeleton does 32 damage to me, I'll be dead even if I eat this apple. So, let's save it for later. Make sure not to waste any of it. And in fact, we should start with an auto roll here, so... On the other hand, we're not really all that likely to take the healing off of it, so I don't know, whatever. The decision probably didn't matter. 4... We put a 5 here, and a 4 into this even, and then Buster Sword for the million. This guy does hit pretty hard. Bump the 4 into a 5. Leave the 2 as is for a mechanical arm. Plan to put the 5 into Buster Sword. Maybe actually put the 5 into Force Field. And plan to get something reasonable out of Buster Sword. That's probably better. So what did I say? 4 here. Easy jackpot. Lucky shot is fine. Actually, we're about to do 6 damage. He'll be at 10. I should be killing him next turn, in which case I'd rather regen. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, I think we got him. I clearly take the regen here, right? And like this is 8, and this is 3. Okay, now I can eat at least 1 apple. Really, I can probably eat both. So let's see what's at the shop first. More apples, okay. I have 6 gold, and this is the last floor, so I can buy all of this. It's just a question of what order I want it in. I can't buy it all now, but after the next fight I can. Counterspell. If enemy rolls blank, that dice is locked. It certainly can be good against enemies who like have some specific thing they want, but... Or like with freeze, right? If you can give them a bunch of 1s and then lock their 1. You know, that's kind of cool, but I don't think we're really going to get it. Short Circuit, on the other hand, is kind of cool. Oh, I can't buy... This isn't 1 gold, it's 4. I have to choose, but that's fine. I'll just take the apple? No. I'll eat this apple, and then if I want it, I can come back and get this one. Otherwise, I can grab the last bit of equipment. Short Circuit is, like, pretty cool. It's fun. It's sexy. But is it better than what I have? Maybe if I take out Force Field, put in Short Circuit and, like, something else. Heat Sink? Like, I haven't been using Force Field all that much, and I'm getting enough CPU counter that I get a lot of dice. And this would help me get even more. Right now, Heatsink has a lot of things to synergize with. The Bump Blade is pulling less weight now that I don't have Force Field. Is there some alternative I could use? It's still nice to get evens. You might consider a ray gun instead. I don't know. I mean, this is 2 damage. It guarantees I can use my mechanical arm, which... And also my heatsink, actually. So, yeah, it seems worth keeping. Oh, yeah, you can, like, roll, like, a 4, let's say a 3, and then reset the counter by 4. Yeah, that's cool, I guess. I think it, like, neutralizes the effect of a single roll, but actually you can, like, use Bump Blade to decrease it by a roll you never even made. Okay, so I think we want to heatsink this 6 for sure to help activate Short Circuit, if nothing else. All right. Well, we probably should auto-roll at this point, yeah? Unless there's some way to not do it and still be happy? Like, what if I bump this 4 twice? No. I bumped the 4 once. And then I put it here. I put the 6 here and a 2 here. Then I'm reasonably happy with whatever I roll, right? But I guess I'm like, might as well use the auto roll. Sure. Take the damage, obviously. Obviously, right? Yeah. One more roll is not very good right now. So we bump 4 into a 5 to maximize that. Put a 6 here. An even number here. And we bump the 1 to get some value out of Buster's Sword. 28 damage. Pretty good turn. Even if it didn't require a jackpot. Okay, I'm happy to reduce the CPU counter by 6 again. Another 6. Well, I'm thinking we bump the 1 into a 2 to make it even. We bump the 4 into a 5. Spend it on the Plasma Blaster. 6 goes here, and we bust into... Oh, he's dead. I was just getting carried away. I love doing damage with numbers, man. Numbers. Okay, so now is probably the time to buy that apple, just in case Gargoyle absolutely demolishes us somehow. I don't really want the equipment. Still safe to roll. A 5. So I think we bump this to reduce by 6 and keep on going like that. A 2. Not the greatest of numbers, but I'm happy enough with putting it in Mechanical Arm. Bump the 4 into a 5 again. Let's see what we get. Alright. Damage, please. Please roll lower than this. I'd also rather you reroll into 2s, not 1s, but I'll live with it. Yeah, we lock a low number, that's fine. Get out of here, 6, I don't want you. Let's make this 1 a 2. Make this 1 also a 2. It's a little bit conservative. But this way, I don't know. might get lethal. I did, see? The conservative play works just fine. And we leveled up just easily. Yeah, take that extra CPU. And like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want no stinking 3 shield. Let's go fight the boss. It's Beatrice. She does a lot of shock. So what's her deal again? She has 4 things that are like 5 counters, and yeah, she can dodge next attack on an even. Okay. 6. Well, I might as well roll again before I decide whether to put 6 here, even though it seems like I surely will. Yeah, get out of here, 6. It's kind of like a reroll in a way. Like Warriors reroll. But it's also kind of not that. Alright. The 2 can go here, seems fine. I like the 5 being here. Bump this 4 twice to get max value out of Short Circuit. I haven't even been paying attention to what status effects we give them. I noticed we did a weaken a while ago, and maybe a shock, but now we're blind. Don't put that in, you idiot. It's the worst possible outcome. There we go. I like these nice low numbers. Don't like all this shock. We're almost certainly going to auto-roll here, but we might luck into a natural jackpot, so may as well try. Ooh. I don't like that this heatsink is locked. It's probably not worth putting a die and a 6 into it. Even if we got a 1, it would be sort of questionable. Alright, auto-roll me, I guess. Alright, at least we activated the Short Circuit. She's going to dodge if we play Lucky Shot, so we should look into whether there's... Oh, I think... Do I not get my die back if I bump blade her and she dodges it? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Yep. Okay. So put the other 2 here for 5 damage. Do this 5 damage. Bump the 5 into a 6 and play these 2. Good. See, I didn't need those pieces of equipment at all, Beatrice. Ooh, locked her 6. Not bad. What's locked? Okay, the top row. Ugh. Blech. I wonder if I should dump these both into a heatsink? It seems pretty reckless. I'll just hope not to get a 6. Yeah, easy. I'll take one more roll, actually, because that activates Short Circuit, which right now is doing 5 damage. And that's better than 5 damage plus an effect, which is better than just 5 damage. And it's even, which is exactly what I was hoping, because now I can activate, like, Mechanical Arm as well. So 2, 5, 5. Is there something else I could do with my last 5 that would be useful somehow? Some way I could pay something to unlock another piece of equipment, and then I don't see anything. We'll stick 2, 5, 5, and waste the last 5. Twos and 4s, kind of a bummer for you, huh? Did a lot of damage, though. Okay, the BM. Got her. With our starting equipment, the Plasma Blaster. Let's spin that wheel, guys. What do you think? Unlucky. Death again. Alright, well, that was the robot. Next episode, you will see the inventor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.